Sharpening, our Benchmade automatic claymore. Hang tight, let me grab my sharpener. I'm gonna flip my camera around. I'm getting set up here. Hope y'all are all having a fantastic day. All right, let me grab my sharpener. All right, guys, we're back. All right, so for this video, we are going to be using our Work Sharp Precision Adjust, a precision angle adjust sharpener. Let me close my doors. All right, make sure y'all can hear me okay. Okay, yeah, you can. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, guys. I'm not going to be using the whetstone because this knife is a CPM D2 blade steel, and D2 doesn't really respond well to whetstone, but it does to diamond stone, so we're just going to stick with that. And obviously using our strop, because it wouldn't be a good sharpening without a good strop. So without further ado, let's get underway with our sharpening. Feel free to drop any comments, any questions, comments, concerns, or we can just chat about the day. How's your day going? I'm all right, thank you. Let me check something on here real quick on my phone. It didn't make it like a... Make sure it's not just like a private thing. It should be public. Okay. Alright, we're getting some viewers rolling in. Welcome, guys. We're just working on our Benchmade auto claymore here. Getting our sharpener set up. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Like I said, guys, feel free to drop any comments, questions, concerns. We can talk about our day, talk about knives, talk about blades, talk about really whatever you want to talk about, as long as it's, you know, not something crazy. And you know what I mean by that. So yes, here is the blade. I'm going to be sharpening right here. I hope you guys can see that okay. As always, using the most scientific method to choose to show off sharpening a sticky note. And it honestly might not even need any sharpening. It's kind of what it's looking like. Maybe just, I might just touch it with ceramic and strop it. Maybe just strop it, to be honest. It's pretty sharp as is. I did work on this thing not too long ago, so it's still pretty sharp. So I think we're just gonna, honestly, might just strop it. And I can go get another Benchmade so we can stick with the title and work on sharpening it. I've got a bug out in the truck. Let me grab, I'm just gonna use this thing right here for a strop. Let me test the edge of the title. I've always found it kind of hard to test the edge of a Tonto, but I mean, it seems to be doing okay. Try to find our angle here. Right there should be fine. And I like to do the Tonto separate from the actual blade, so we're not adding any curve to it. We keep it fairly straight. I don't think it needs just a whole lot. What's up? Got some new viewers stopping in. Well, hello to you too. How's your day going? I was honestly surprised that it was already as sharp as it was. I thought it was going to be dull by now, because I've been using it a good bit, but D2 seems to hold an edge pretty dang well. CPM D2 especially. We're going to go ahead and start with the Tonto. What's the best way to go about doing this? If you have to see it, maybe do it this way. I just want you guys to be able to see it, okay? This way here. Cut back this way. I feel like you guys can you guys see that okay? Scoot it over a little bit more this way. And hopefully not just slide off and cut myself. You know, it's not the plan. But if any of you guys have ever sharpened knives, you know that's kind of how it goes. I just found this very satisfying. I love the sound of it. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Probably could if I'd shut up. I streamed yesterday, but other than that, I have not made a video in a very long time, and I apologize for that. But apparently school's important, or so they tell me. Try to wipe some of that compound off of there. There we go. That's pretty sharp. I mean, it's a Tonto. I mean, it's kind of hard to test the sharpness on that with just paper, and that's really all I have. But it seems to be eating through pretty well. Let me grab another sheet of paper here for our scientific testing. Pretty short, I mean, already. I might go over just a little bit more with a strop here. Just a little bit more TLC. A little bit of tender love and care, I guess. But if you guys are liking this, I'm going to try to start streaming, doing at least some more short content more often. I mean, it's been a long time since I've even uploaded a short. Just been busy with school and work. You know how that goes. don't think it needs just a whole lot here. And I left even when I have sharpened this thing before, I kept the bevel the same as factory, or tried to my best. Just to try to keep it tough. It doesn't need to be a scalpel or a razor blade. It needs to stay pretty stout. I have no complaints with that though. None whatsoever. Let me grab a fresh sheet of paper here. When it gets down into the sticky note, the paper just kind of, it's even harder to tear, but stay away from it. Stay away from it. Seems to do pretty well. Overall, that was very quick. I'm going to grab another knife because that just didn't take very long at all. Let's see. What knife do I want to work on? So in my pocket I have the Kaiser Mini Sheepdog 4V blade steel with the rich light handle scales. Let's see how this. Yeah, it doesn't really need any work either. I mean, I could strop it, I guess. But like I said, I mean, and just demonstrated, it's already pretty dang sharp. One of my favorite EDCs right here is this little fella. And like usually the first cut through a sheet of paper is the compound kind of catching on it. But I think I got most of the compound off of it here now, so I'll try it again. Very sharp. Love this knife. Let me grab another one here, see if I need to do any work on them. Stay put, stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, no idea how sharp this one is. I have not used it yet. Got it not long ago. They were running a sale, like 40% off of this. That's a Cobra Tech OTF, the smaller version, the Tonto D2 steel. So I have absolutely no idea how sharp this is. And it's pretty sharp already. I might touch it with a straw, maybe a ceramic. But out of the box. Yeah, it's wanting to tear just a little bit there, if you can see that. So I think we are going to strop it. Because it's got a little bit of a burr on it. And I might even just ceramic it. I don't know yet. I'll see how a strop fares. Because it's already pretty sharp. I don't know. So we'll find out. It's loud. It's very loud. Check one more thing here on the stream. Make sure it's running right here. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Bingo. I'm gonna work on the main body of the blade now. I'm really loving D2 steel. It's a good, cheaper end steel. And it holds an edge very well for what you pay. At least in my experiences, it does. Doesn't really respond to whetstone all that great. It kind of eats your whetstone. Learned that the hard way. But all in all, I think it's a great, if you're wanting to get into knives, D2 is a phenomenal option. 154 cm is good. If you're wanting to get into knives, I wouldn't dump a ton of money into like a super steel or something. I mean, you can if you want to. I'm not telling you what to do, but just if you're wanting to start a hobby, I don't think you should just start crazy expensive. And just not every D2 blade steel knife is like on the budget friendly side. Benchmade makes an OTF just out of D2, not even CPM D2, I think. CPM D2? Yeah, so this one's CPM D2, but they make just a regular one. They make an OTF just out of regular D2, and it's like hundreds of bucks. So personally, I don't find that worth it. I mean, this is a D2 OTF. It's loud, but for the price, man, it's hard to beat. Nice, fits in your pocket very good. I wish it was deep carry pocket clip. I'm sure I could find like a 3D printed cutout. What's you doing?
I just need it.
Oh, okay. What? I'm not using it.
I need the one with the different charger.
Oh. Mama, views dropped to 2 when you walked in here. I'm just giving her a hard time. Excuse the concentration face. I'm sorry, it's pretty bad. Alright, let's see the difference in that right there. Trying to make sure I've got. It don't look like I have any compound on it. Maybe just a little bit right there. Well, that's pretty dang sharp. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. If you guys are just stopping in, we're working on sharpening some knives. I just got done stropping our Cobra Tech OTF. We stropped our Benchmade Auto Claymore. Coming in at CPM D2. This one is regular D2. And our Sheepdog, Kaiser Mini Sheepdog 4V blade steel with this variant with rich light scales. Let me grab another knife. I guess today we're just mainly stropping. Forgot a Benchmade in the truck. I don't feel like, walking down to the end of the property to get my truck. We moved our truck. I moved the truck, so we had some visitors come over so they could park up here. I didn't feel like moving it back up here, so. Alright, let's try these two here. I've used these ones a little bit, so they might need some work. 2 more Kaisers. You guys, if you've been watching me, know that I love Kaiser. I think Kaiser is a phenomenal brand. This is a mini sheepdog. Is this 154 cm? Yep, 154 cm blade steel. Double detent, so it doesn't lock. Very fidget friendly if you guys want a knife like that. And it's just screaming through that. So, I think that's pretty good. Now, this is the one I've been using mostly, betwixt the two of them. So, we'll see if it needs any work. I don't know. No, not really. Maybe a little bit on the strop, just a fuzz. Yeah, we're gonna strop it just a little bit. This is our Kaiser. This is a Critical Mini 3V blade steel. I don't know if you would call this one a reverse Tonto or a modified Warncliffe, but I do like this knife a lot. It's almost more like a reverse Tonto, I guess. I think I reprofiled it to. I have it wrote down somewhere what the new edge angle I put on it is. I want to say 17. I might just have to go get that Benchmade out of my room. Just get me out of the truck, because it needs the most work out of any of my knives. I've been abusing it. If you guys are just stopping in, we are working on. I'm sure I can make this closer. Not really. Maybe not. Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. But if you guys are just now stopping in, we're sharpening some knives. I know it says Benchmade. I already sharpened the Benchmade. So we're moving on to a Kaiser. Using our strop with compound. And I wish there was a way. Oh wow, never mind. We got 172 views already on this. That's awesome, guys. Thank you. I was not expecting that at all. My view counter on my monitor is not the greatest. Like right now it says there's one watching. There very well could be just one. Alright, let's try that right there after stropping. I don't think I have any compound on there. And that's the difference in stropping versus not stropping, which is incredible. And that was what, 3 minutes with a strop. I mean, it's impeccable. What just a strop can help you get. I love this knife. Great for pull cuts. As you can see, no pressure. You don't really have to push down at all. You just drag it. There it is. Didn't want to push down at all, like literally at all on this, because I want to return this to the store. I didn't need it. I got too many of them. Let me see what else we got to work on. Let me grab. Hold on, I have a fixed blade we might try to work with. But let me also get this kind of cleaned up a little bit better. I don't like the clutter. Look at all the trees I just killed, guys. Mr. Beast will not be happy with me, but that's okay. Mr. Beast doesn't understand the non-sharpening grind. Okay, so I've got one fixed blade here. This is the SC and K-bar, however you want to pronounce it. Like, they made like a collaboration. So I put some paracord on this handle. Love olive drab green and black together. A pretty dandy little fixed blade right there. I think that is awesome. Great size, great shape. I like how the belly, so it's a little bit different than the SE Azula ant. Or just the SE Azula, I call it the ant knife. The belly geometry is just a little bit different on this one, and I like it better. You know, with the ant, you kind of have to go straight up to what you want to cut, whereas this one, you can lay down a little bit more parallel to what you want to cut, which I think is a little detail, but I like it. And it's got a little bit of a clip right here. Oh, man, it's already sharp too. I might just strop it too. It's like I forget that I sharpen knives, and then I'm surprised when they're not dull. Because I get knives from viewers to sharpen, and you know, they're dull, and then I just kind of expect mine to be dull. But I forget that I like sharpen mine constantly, whether I video it or not. Which I need to get back to doing. But if you guys are just now stopping in, feel free to drop a question in the chat. It can be related to knives. It can not be related to knives. It doesn't really matter. Just try to keep it clean. Thank you. And this is a great EDC fixed blade. Very lightweight. Just long enough to get full 4 fingers on there. If you've got humongous hands, I've got fat fingers, and they're very crooked from playing piano. Even with the crooked of my fingers, you can still get a pretty good hold on this. And if you wanted to, you could make a little lanyard here for your pinky to sit on. But I love the feel of it. I wish I had some jimping up top, but unfortunately it is not. But that's not a deal breaker for me. For some folks it is, not me. Because it's already pretty grippy. It has like this, I don't know what they coat this with. I could probably look it up. But it almost feels like a Line-X, like truck liner, a truck bed liner. So, I mean, can't really scratch it. It almost like files your nails down. You want to try to make your strop strokes alternated, so you want to do one side and the other, not just do like you're sharpening the knife. You don't want to stay on one side consistently. You want to one, flip, do the other, flip, flip, flip. Makes a big difference. It's a little minute detail that might seem like, but it makes a big difference. And that just removes the burr more evenly. Because that's really all this is. This isn't really sharpening your knife. This is just honing it in. It just kind of polishes the edge. Makes it a little bit less toothy. And that was, you could see it getting caught on the Line-X paper. I feel like it really does, like, I just cut my nails earlier today, and like it files your nails down, which is kind of weird. But I do like it. It feels tough. I like the sheath it comes with. It snaps in there good. It's not Kydex, it's like just a plastic, I guess. And I bought an ulti clip, but it doesn't fit, so I'm gonna have to drill some holes here for the ulti clip. And it has this little stopper here just in case you don't trust the fit of the plastic, which it's not coming out of there. I mean, it's a nice click in there, make sure it's in there all the way. When I first got it, I was only putting it about that far because it's already tight there, but you just give it one good smack and you're in there. So I like it. You can put this up, can't get it out, fold that down. I wish I had a little bit of a ramp to it, because that pushing on that a bunch kind of hurts your thumb just a little bit, but you get used to it. Let me go grab another fixed blade or something we can work on. Because at the moment, everything I have, I've already sharpened up here. Another day, I'll get the Benchmade out and sharpen on it. Alright, here's another fixed blade. This is our Gerber Strong Arm. I got this not long ago. Dad got it for me. He also got me this not the same day. Just like a little gift. So, shout out Dad. I've been using it a lot in the woods. I chopped down some little trees with it. We've been doing some clearing. We made a gun range, shooting range. And so you can see the sap on it still a little bit. But this thing feels phenomenal in the hand. I love this knife. It's even got a little bit of a ramp here. You can really push, you can be more precise, or if you're wanting to hack, get up on it like that right there. Got some serration. And it's very grippy. I mean, it's like textured grip, which is awesome. So let's see where we're sitting at right now. Now I don't want this thing to be super thin, so it's not gonna be just like hair whittling thin. Yeah, but I do want it to be sharp. So I think I am going to touch it with, what do I even want to go over this thing with? I don't want to just overdo it. The serrations are fine. I've not used the serrations. And I can tell you right now those are sharp. Honestly, I might just go over it with a strop. I mean, that's all I've done this video. I should have just made the title Sharpening Some Knives. And in reality, I should probably hit this with a ceramic rod first because it's factory edge. And they usually leave a good bit of a burr from factory. Most knife companies do. Some knives do a really good job at removing them. My little itty strap on a big knife. But it's alright. You make do with what you got. Now I think it would be awesome if they made like, so you know how there's little serration sharpeners, right? Just the diamond rod kind of come down like a cone shape. Get in here and do these serrations. I think they should make that just out of leather. Wrap a piece of leather around that thing and you can just bank your knife across it like that, and you could strop the serration. They might already have something like that, and I just don't know about it, which is very possible. Very, 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 very possible. But if they do, I don't know about it. I haven't been keeping up with everything like I once did. I used to know all the new knife drops and everything going on, who's innovating what and all that stuff, and I have not been keeping up with it lately, guys. But, you know, life. And I want this edge to stay rather toothy, because I'm using it for, you know, whacking at some logs and that kind of stuff, so I don't necessarily want it to be just paper cutting thin, paper cutting short. Like, that's good enough for what I need it to do. Serrations rip right through it. They serrate. They do their toothy thing. And I love the little sheath it comes with. It's got this. How do I take that off of there again now? My chunky fingers. So this is for a belt. You can slide your belt through there. You can scout carry it, or you can remove that, and that can go in a molly vest or mole system molly, whatever, however you pronounce it. Like we've got a tactical ballistic vest, and I put it on there, and it runs very well. I just run it right here, so it's not in the way of my mags. Just grab it. I have it there. Put it in a few different configurations. I don't remember which way I liked the best. I moved it around a good bit. Made in USA, made in USA. That's what we like. Let me see if I got something I can work on. I would like to take a moment and show you the sharpest knife that I have. Slicey's sharpest fleece. I got this on eBay for like 12 bucks, 20 after shipping. And holy cow, you talk about a lightsaber of a knife. I put it down to 15 degrees, D2. I mean, it just hisses through it. Cut itty bitty turns in it. If you guys can see that or not, I gotta wait for it to pull up on my screen. Here. Give me 1 second, make sure it pulls up here. It's not really focusing, is it? Well, anyway, there's hair there. And on the knife, my camera's not the grandest. But you can see the low bald spot we have now. Took me months to grow my arm hair back, and I just cut it all off right then. Let's do a little test here. Let's see if we can do... And then fold it in half. You cut straight down it. I've also got my fan on, so it'll probably blow it over. Try a different one here. To fold My sticky notes are just kind of bowing underneath me. I guess I'm going too fast. But that's short. I mean, I'm trying one more time here. When I first sharpened it, man, it would just glide through that, no problem. And my table cover here is squishy, so that's probably a factor in it. I'm not even in the seam where I folded it. I'm just a little bit beside it, just to... There we go, that's better. This is a fleece, no idea of the model. Couldn't tell you. Crossbar lock. It's pretty good action. I mean, I just love this knife. It's a good knife. I don't really care if I beat it up. Like I said, it was like $12, $20 after shipping. Just the weight of the knife kind of cuts through that right there. Or scourges it enough to pull it apart, I guess. Very sharp little booger right here. I had a little lanyard on it. I took it off. I didn't really like it. I made it out of paracord. Let's see what else I could work on. I just don't want to go down to the truck to get the knife. I'm just too lazy. It's not even that. I just want to save it for another day. Okay, if this one is sharp, I'm probably just gonna end the stream. I mean, I know it's been kind of a shorter stream, but I got some stuff I want to do before I go to bed tonight, not just stream for hours. Let's see how it's sitting. This is another Kaiser Mini Sheepdog, 154 CM blade steel. This is like one of the first variants they made. My first Kaiser I ever got was this knife right here, and you can, man, it is scratched to bits. I've used it at work. It's got tape residue on it. I've been rather not nice to this knife, but it doesn't seem to care. Man, it's like I'm disappointed that my knives are sharp, but at the same time I'm not, because I know that I sharpened them and I got them here. Well, that's probably gonna be the end of it, guys. I know that's kind of short, scattered. I just don't have any knives to sharpen anymore. I'm kind of running out of everything is sharp. Gotta tell you what. Yes. Yes. But I tell you what, if this stream gets, let's say, 20 likes, I'll take a knife and my diamond stone and just drag it across it till it's dull, and we'll resharpen it. Full tutorial, full process. So yeah, there's a like go for us. But thank you guys for watching. We end with a prayer. So, our most kind and most gracious Heavenly Father, God, we thank you for this day and all you've given us. We ask you to bless all those who've watched and those who haven't, God. Help us to be more like you and less like ourselves. Help us to deny ourselves and pick up our cross daily and follow after you, God. Keep us safe through this night, God, and keep everyone safe. And save the lost and those who become lost, most importantly, God. Amen. Alright, thank you guys for watching. This has been Sharpening. We are done for the night.